Hi, ladies. Long time no see. I know. So, I'm here to do my labor and delivery video that's well overdue. If you hear any stuffiness or baby noise, the new edition is over here in the bouncer chair. But let's get into it. I'm going to try my hardest to remember as much detail as I can possible because as of today, baby is 4 weeks old and I am 4 weeks postpartum. But yeah. Um okay, let's get into the story. So basically from where I left off with you guys on February 1st, the next day I went in for my scheduled C-section. I had to be there at 9:30, I believe. It's kind of sketchy, but I think 9:30. But what had happened was we got there at 10:30. So basically, that pushed back my oh, fussy pants. Pushed my scheduled C-section at 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So here he is. I know I should have added him in at the end, but I just wanted to show you guys him now because he's being so fussy. Hey, he's a chunker. Yeah. But yeah, so put my hair back because I'm with the hair on, baby. But yeah, got there at 10:30. Got prepped. Everything went smoothly. I can't complain about that. Then doctor came in, asked us everything all right. The casual pre-op stuff they did, the catheter, the IV. What else? Tested my urine to see if I had anything in my urine. The casual stuff. So about 1 o'clock, they wheeled me into the operating room. Well, not wheeled. I walked into the operating room, got on the table, started doing the spinal tap, and I will say, from the last time, it did hurt this time. The last time, I don't know. I guess because I was like, nervous, being that it wasn't a scheduled C-section. It was like a rush scheduled C-section. I mean, rushed C-section because of the situation. But this time, because I knew what was going on, it kind of like hurt more. But that was being done. Um, finally laid down, and the craziest thing happened this time during the C-section. Like, I started complaining about my chest feeling heavy, like someone was sitting on my chest when they started the procedure or whatever, and I just couldn't like get my breathing situated. And so the anesthesiologist was sitting, above my head, and she was saying, sometimes this happens, just calm down, breathe. They put the oxygen. Of course, I had the oxygen sitting on my nose or whatever, but it just wasn't clicking for some odd reason. So from that point on, I'm starting to tear up. And, hubby was on this side and he was saying, like, okay, are you all right? And he's rubbing my head, and I'm like, no, something doesn't feel right. So from that point on, I started feeling pressure in my head, just like my brain was pulsating or something. And I'm telling her, I'm like, something is not right. And meanwhile, my doctor was still proceeding to get this little guy out. So she's tugging, and I'm feeling it tugging or whatever. And I'm like, my head. And the anesthesia was like, it's all right. I'm giving you medicine. It takes me a couple of minutes. You're going to be fine. She's like, do you feel the medicine? And I'm like, no, my head, my head. Remind you, I'm strapped down, both arms strapped down. Can't point to my head. I just felt so delirious. I'm like, this is not good. I'm about to die on this table. And she's saying, it's all right, it's all right. It's kicking in, it's kicking in. You don't feel it yet? I'm like, no, I don't feel it. And I'll be like, are you sure everything's all right? She's panicking. She didn't panic the last time like this. What's going on? And I'm like, my head, my chest, my chest. Well, everything was just feel like it was going wrong. Mind you, they pulling him out. So finally pull him out. I heard him cry, and I started feeling my head and my chest ease and the pain starting to go away. And then they brung him over to me, and I saw his little chubby face, and I'm just forgetting about the pain, even though that was just like, it was just, I felt like I was dying. I'm not even gonna lie. And finally, the reason why I was feeling so much pressure, and I guess I started panicking and it was making my head pulsate like that, is because of this guy. This guy came out at 2:05, February 2nd, 2015, weighing 9 pounds 4 ounces. Now, if you guys go back to my last video where I had that last update ultrasound, and the ultrasound tech saying your baby is going to be 9 pounds and 1 ounces, you guys, she was so correct at that point. He came out 9 pounds 4 ounces, 19 and a half inches. They didn't do the circumference of his head, but yeah, he came out a big guy. Like, come out wearing size 1 Pampers, barely fitting into his newborn clothes. Just, I can say this was one of the craziest experiences of having a baby, because that pain. Mm-mm. But afterwards of, getting into my postpartum room, everything was all right. I mean, as far as bleeding, it wasn't that bad. Literally, basically, little bits, patches of blood. That was it. I don't even think I even passed any clots. I know that's TMI, but that comes along with this type of territory. But I don't even think I even passed any. As far as my C-section scar, at one point I thought I bust one of them because I was, doing a little bit too much activity. As far as, like, I have other kids in the house, so I have to continue my life. When she said 2 weeks, no lifting, no more than a baby, I have a 1-year-old that loves to get picked up, so I had to pick him up too. But I went back a week later to get my stitches taken out, or my staples taken out, and she said everything looked good. And at this point in 4 weeks, everything does look good. I mean, it looks almost identical to the last scar I had. What else? At this point right now, there's no bleeding, which shocks me because with the last C-section, I was bleeding all the way up to my 6 week, 6 week appointment. And here it is 4 weeks and I'm not even bleeding. I haven't been bleeding for, I want to say, a week and a half. So that was a good thing. But as far as the visit at the hospital, it was excellent. It was a way better experience than the last visit. I had my room to myself. I had to share a bathroom and a shower with another patient, but other than that, it was fine. The doctors were very alert. They were very on point when it come down to you being a patient there. The pain meds. I did not get the, what do you call that? Can't remember the drug. At this point, I can't remember the drug, but it's a drug that they give you where you push your button and it comes out. I did not get that this time, which the last time I did, and I always felt drugged up. I actually got something through the IV, and they had it scheduled, so it wasn't like I was like highly drugged up, so I was fine. The nurses were good, so I think it was a better choice at this hospital, which was a new one for me, and perfect time in having a baby. I don't think it was that many people having babies on February 2nd. So that kind of helped out too. I stayed there for 4 days and 3 nights. The food was excellent. They even gave a late night snack. The last hospital didn't give a crap whether you were still hungry overnight, so that was a plus too. How I'm doing now, I am doing okay. How much I weigh, I'm not sure. The last time I got weighed was when I went to the doctor that week later, and I dropped everything that I gained during this pregnancy. Remember, at the end of my pregnancy, I gained 12 pounds, and I dropped the 12 pounds and a little bit more. Might have dropped 15 pounds in total. How much I weigh now, I'm not sure. My stomach is looking pretty good for a month past having a baby. A lot of people have said that, it's basically does look like I never had a baby, which is a good thing. Um, I guess that's it. Trying to remember if I forgot anything. I keep saying That's because I waited so long to do this video, but I did not want to leave you guys out. I love watching labor and delivery stories from everyone else. So I did want to make sure that I shared mine and let you guys meet this little guy. Okay, so I never gave you guys his name, but he is here. This is Cairo Ennis, and he's here. And this camera is not doing him any justice. He is lighter than me. Why are you making these faces? Why are you doing that? These people going to see you and looking like he's looking delirious. But no, he's an actual good baby. He actually sleep all day long, all day night. I mean, it's all day night, all day long and all night. Couldn't be any happier as far as how the kids are adjusted to him. Zane he's okay, but he's a little rough, because he's not adjusting to a small little baby. First, he probably thinking it's a doll baby. My oldest is loving the baby. He's very attentive to him. I can actually say, hold your brother, feed your brother, talk to your brother, and the baby is adjusting to them well. I guess that is it. I didn't want to drag this video on. Didn't want to hold it up. I'm sorry I waited so long. Have been experiencing life issues, as we know, as new moms or additions to your other kids. So I do have to do a life update that is coming. I didn't do the first week, all that jazz that I did with the last one, but I will try to update you guys every month on this little one. Like he's doing peace to you guys. I guess that's my time up, but he is here and he is so adorable. I think this one is the only one out of the three that looks more like me. But yeah, stay tuned for some more videos. I know this one was all over the place, but it was more like I just said, let me do this video before I don't do it. Yeah, he's a little stuffy. I had the same issue with my last baby where he came home stuffy. What the heck are you doing with your eyes, boo-boo? I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. Alright, so me and Cairo, it's going to be out. See you guys in the next one. Bye.